Hi everybody, Michael Snyder here, Pacific Northwest Weather Chasers. Taking a look at tonight into tomorrow's forecast. December 13 is tonight, December 14 tomorrow. You can see the cold air kind of spinning off our coastline here, and this little upper level low spinning right off of the tip Nia Bay there of western Washington. There's some colder air back in here. It's going to be moving up over the region tomorrow morning. Might bring some mixed snow in with the precipitation, maybe a little bit of accumulation on some of the hilltops, grassy areas, maybe cars, but again, nothing down to sea level, doesn't look like, and definitely nothing sticking on any cement. So kind of the same old story, and we might repeat that into Wednesday morning. I'm just hoping to see a few flakes fly with this system. Honestly, not a big snowmaker down low. Nice for the mountains though. And on the heels of that, you can see the next system moving in here. Again, it's going to have a lot of onshore component to it too, so don't expect any lowland snow out of that one either. And we'll take a look into the extended, and I will show you what to watch out for as far as the possible fail modes as we look into the 10 plus day time frame here. And let's go ahead and first of all, let's take a look at the UW model running. This is showing 2 to 4 inches of snow in a band kind of north just into Snohomish County, and that's just not going to happen. So it's a little bit discouraging seeing some of these models not handle the accumulating snowfall that well. The surface temperature is just going to be too warm for this to be accumulating as such. So let's go ahead and actually I'll set this to Seattle. We'll come back to this later. But let's go ahead and show you some fail modes that can happen. We're watching this strong signal for some colder air into our future here, especially about the 10-day time frame. So here we're looking at the 00Z GFS. You can see Thursday morning system just kind of weaken as it moves through Pacific Northwest there. And you can kind of see that high pressure sliding down the east side of the Rockies, fairly transient high there. And then you can see another system develop close to the Washington coastline, Vancouver Island there, and that kind of slides inland a bit. When I see a low slide inland like that, I always think to myself, okay, possible convergent zone, we'll watch out for that. Any convergent zone helps just because it can tap colder air aloft. You get some, you get convergence at the surface and you get divergence aloft, and that can kind of tap some cooler air. But anyway, here we are into next weekend, next Sunday. And you can see that low form off of California, but we're more interested with this ridge setting up here. And this is going to be spilling some Arctic air into northern BC and the Yukon there. As you can see, this troughing is this is really not going to be much of a snowmaker, great for the mountains, but not for down low. Even though that low sets up right over us, probably not going to be a significant snowmaker for West Washington until that Arctic air here starts to get established a bit, and then you get this a little bit of a better gradient. Might get some offshore flow going on here. Maybe we'll get some moisture riding back up over that. Not a classic setup there, but that could possibly bring some snow to the lowlands, and it could even cause another convergence zone there as that low is progressive inland. And then the next system comes rolling through here, and this is Christmas Day. And here is a fail mode right here. So if you'll notice that Arctic high is up over the Yukon, Alaska, northern British Columbia, but this low, it's just not far enough south. And this low up here is keeping Vancouver Island south in an onshore flow regime. That's going to keep surface temperatures too warm, and that will not bring significant snow. So with any of these Arctic highs, there's no guarantee that this thing will sag down in British Columbia and give us strong short trajectory Arctic air back into our region. So this is what we have to watch for. We can't just go la into the future here and just pretend like an Arctic blizzard is on the way without looking at some kind of fail modes. Going on to the future a little bit more here, just you're kind of looking at what happens. You'll see the high kind of slide east, and then the next strong system kind of slides directly over Western Washington. That could be another convergent zone maker too. And you'll see, and again, some more Arctic air trying to punch down into British Columbia. So we might have several chances to get some Arctic air in the region, or we might just be left on the onshore flow of these systems as they move from west to east across the Pacific Northwest. So that's something to watch for, and that's a fail mode. If these lows just develop a little bit too far north, the Arctic high is not progressive enough. So let's go ahead and look at the European now, and we'll do the same thing we just did there. And just to kind of compare, here's the system that's kicking out, and the new one that comes in Wednesday night to Thursday morning. Good mountain snows again. Transient high goes down east of the Rockies. And then you can see this next low pressure. And again, maybe a convergence zone out of that wouldn't be out of the question. So that's something I'd be watching for right there. Big high, the big ridge is setting up over there. And then you can see that strong low kind of sliding down. And we're at 240 hours there. And this is, it's not quite close enough here. It's a chilly upper level low. You know, you might get some, if you're right underneath the coldest part of this low, you might get some localized snow. But again, it's not a big significant snowmaker as of yet here. This would not be, you know, this wouldn't be causing ice bricks on the cement or accumulating snows on I-5 or anything like that. We need this gradient down a little bit further south. So what we're seeing tonight is that there are fail modes with this, of course. Just wanted to point these out. The signal is still there that we're going to be moving into a colder period, and I'll show you here. Let's go ahead and take a look at min temperatures. Let's just go ahead and look at that, and you'll see here we're going from 30s and 40s, and then you can see this kind of changing over to red, cooler temperatures, and kind of a trend towards a cooler period starting about the 22nd on into the end of the year. And some of these runs are pretty chilly. You can see the control run was one of the outliers on this round, some temperatures down into the teens. If we look at 24-hour total snow, you can see some spots of some potential snowfall. This probably has Arctic air that gets, you know, pretty well down into British Columbia, and, you know, would bring us a snow setup. Some of these ensembles probably have that. And it's tough to take this, you know, you gotta be careful with these 10-to-1 snow ratio ensemble members, as we found out the hard way in this last few days. If we go ahead and look at, let's see if I can bring up, actually that would have to be the ensemble, which will not be run yet. But anyway, yeah, so hopefully you guys learned a little bit about the fail modes that can go on with these systems. And you know, I don't want to like be the naysayer about snow, but everybody knows how hard it is to get snow here, and I don't want to make the hype too much yet. We're still, you know, we're still 9, 10, 11, 12 days out from this potential switch to some Arctic air getting in our region, and I don't want to get the hype train going too fast when we're still 10 days out. So let's see, the mean is only going out 114 hours now. So yeah, I will do another video tomorrow, and this will start to show some clarification, because we saw some fail modes tonight, and if that reverses itself, then, you know, that's a good sign. And if not, then we'll just, you know, get to the truth a little bit faster, no matter how much that cuts into our snow loving future. So hopefully you guys are liking these videos and getting some pretty good feedback, and I'll keep putting them out. I think I'm able to live feed now, so I'm actually going to try to set up a live stream tomorrow or the next day and just kind of test it out and just do some Q&A and see how that goes. So I will talk to you guys later. Check on Twitter, and we'll do some updates tomorrow morning, and talk to you guys later.